Hi guys, today I'm coming to you to talk about how to make meditation a habit. This is a question that I get so many times. How to make meditation practice, how to make your meditation practice stick, and how to make meditation, sitting down to meditation, how to make that a habit. So I thought I'd talk to you about that today. So I'm going to give you tips on why meditation is great for you, and then I'll jump into how to make it a habit, and we'll talk about some things you can do to make that easier. Okay, so let's jump right in. I have my notes here, so that's what I'll be using. Sorry, I had to catch my breath because I was running from behind the camera and it wouldn't focus and blah blah blah. But you don't care about that. You're just here to know how to make meditation a habit. And if you don't want to take notes, I'm going to link down below a free ebook on all this information, plus many more details on more than what I can go into here on this video, on how to make your meditation practice stick and how to make it a habit. First, meditation is great for your mind, and it helps you, it's been proven to improve emotional health and mental health, reduce things like anxiety through mindfulness awareness. So it's good for your mind, but it's also good for your body. And I'm going to read to you some ways that it changes our body on a cellular level. So first, meditation lowers our high blood pressure. It lowers the levels of blood lactate, which reduces anxiety attacks. It decreases tension-related pain, such as tension headaches, ulcers, insomnia, muscle and joint problems. It increases serotonin production that improves mood and behavior. It improves the immune system, and it increases our energy levels. So meditation helps us so much on just a body level, which I don't think a lot of people know about. And then on the spirit level, meditation helps us connect with our inner spirit and our inner divine. So meditation really helps us mind, body, and spirit. So it really is beneficial to make it a habit, an everyday habit, you guys. So that's why you're here. And that's some things I'm going to talk to you about. The first thing, my first tip, is to decide on a form of meditation that works for you. So practice different forms. There's insight meditation, there's other types of thought-based meditations, there's guided meditations, there's visualizations, there's Zen in action. So there's lots of different types of meditation, and depending on what type of person you are, a form of meditation that works for me may not work for you. So I like to practice insight meditation. That's the one that just resonates really well with me. If you guys want me to do a video on different forms of meditation, just comment below and I'll be sure to get that up soon. But my first tip is just to experiment with lots of different kinds, learn about a lot of different kinds, because what works for someone else may not work for you, and that might be a reason that you're not able to meditate every day. So then once you decide on a meditation form that you really like, a type that really resonates with you, then you're going to get into more of the habit forming techniques. So these techniques I'm going to talk about are really to develop any habit, and we're going to apply them to meditation. And this is what has worked for me. So first, you want to set a goal. As Zig Ziglar says, you can never hit a target you do not have. I love Zig Ziglar. So you want to set a goal, like how long do you want to meditate? How often do you want to meditate? Is it every day? Is it 5 days a week? Is it just during the week and not on the weekends? What is it for you? What are you setting your mind to? So you're very clear on what what habit you're trying to form. So first, set the goal. Then another habit forming technique is linking. So you want to link your meditation practice to something that is already a habit that you have every day. For me, it's after I make my smoothies and honestly drink a little bit of coffee, even though you're not supposed to drink coffee before you meditate. You know, meditation is one of those things you have to make work for you. And for me personally, I tried before to not drink coffee before meditation, and it just seemed like I was rolling out of bed and still sleeping on my cushion. And so I just need a little bit of coffee to set my day. So my linking habit is right after my smoothie, right after my little bit of coffee, I sit down to meditate, me and my partner. Other things you might do, I've heard some people link it to brushing their teeth. That's something that hopefully we're doing every day. You know, before you brush your teeth, make sure you meditate. Link it to that habit. Or at night, if you wrap your hair up, girl, if you wear a bonnet, make sure before you wrap your hair every night, you sit down to meditate. So, part of the goal setting is determining when you want to meditate and then linking it to a habit you already have at that time. Another thing you can do to create a meditation as a habit is reward yourself. And it's important not to like do a huge reward. Don't take yourself shopping because you meditated, but just something small like a piece of candy or, you know, a sticker book that you have in your tracking sheet. Just do something small that really congratulates yourself and really correlates meditation with something positive. So you really want to see it in your brain as a positive light. The next section I want to talk about is timing and place. So you want to set a duration for your practice, and when you're first starting off of forming a meditation practice, you don't want to be too ambitious with the time you sit down. You don't want to sit down and say you're going to meditate for 20 minutes every day and you know you are just now starting to meditate. No, you want to start off with something smaller. I mean, some people can do that. I've heard about people that first started and every day they were doing 20 minutes, but more than likely you're going to fail and you're not going to feel good about yourself and you're going to quit. So start with even 1 minute. If you are somebody that's especially really anxious about sitting still or really hyperactive or have ADHD, start with 1 minute. Then the next week, work your way up to 3 minutes. Then work yourself up to 5 minutes. And it may even be slower than that. It may be your first month, it's just 1 minute, or your next month it's 5 minutes. And maybe it's not complete silence. So play around with the duration and don't be too ambitious when you first start. Another thing is to be consistent in your first 21 days. So rain, sleet, shine, tears, breakup, period, whatever the case may be, you really want to push through those first 21 days and no matter what, be consistent about your goal and be consistent about sitting down to meditate. And this is really going to get your brain into the habit of no matter what in my life, I sit down and I meditate. I spend that time for me. I take my me time. And I just connect with my inner divinity. And you'll see that even on those bad days that the meditation really actually helps you get through those things. So just get in the habit of doing it anyway. And then also you want to create a sacred space. You want to have a space that you can go to and your mind knows, kind of like when you go to your bed, you know how your mind just knows it's time to get sleepy, it's time to get relaxed. And that's the same kind of thing with the sacred space. Your mind is going to know, okay, it's time to get quiet. It's time to sit down. It's time for peace. And you'll come to your sacred space. See, even talking about my sacred space, my voice is just like, because that's how yummy you want that space to be. So you want to have your meditation cushion at consciouslifeshop.com. We sell beautiful meditation cushions for, modern spaces, minimalist design, so they pretty much go with any household. You want to have your meditation cushion, but you also want to have things like singing bowls, things that help set the mood, crystals. You want to have Bibles or prayer beads, whatever is sacred to you. You're going to create your sacred space. You're going to create an altar or have your journal there, whatever it is, and your mind is going to begin to associate this space with that habit, and it's also going to contain your practice. So you're going to walk by this space and you're going to see it in those days that you forgot to meditate, and you're going to say, okay, I got to get back to my practice. And it's going to constantly bring you back. Even when you get busy and you haven't meditated for weeks, it's going to bring you back because you have that containment, you have that container for your practice, and everything needs a home, and that's your home for your practice. So that's something that's really helped me in my journey on making meditation a habit, so that's a good tip. You also want to be able to sit comfortably. You're not going to do something that you don't feel comfortable doing, so you want to make sure that you have no pain. So I like to put my meditation cushion up against the wall. Some people say it's not okay, but again, my motto is whatever works for me. So I put my meditation cushion up against the wall so I can have that support of that wall so my back doesn't hurt. I also have my zafu. I don't take any of the holes out. Some people like to make it lower. I keep it as high as it can so my hips can be open, higher than my knees, and that also makes you comfortable and makes you be able to sit for longer. A lot of people, stop meditating because it's painful to sit in Indian style or even with your legs straight forward. So make sure you have that cushion. Make sure if you need to extra support, put cushions under your knees. For your hands, I like to have my hands facing palm up, and I like to have them cupped. You can place them on your knees. I like to have them cupped with a blanket on top, and that pressure kind of helps me with managing anxiety and makes me feel contained, having the blanket on top of my hands. Oh, I love it. And you want to tuck your tailbone. You want to have a straight spine, so kind of sit your spine into that space after you tuck your tailbone. You want to roll your shoulders back. And you want to lock your chin, and you want to have your crown to the sky, and then you're going to have your hands like this in your lap. And, you know, the support of the wall, and that'll make you comfy. So you don't have any pain, and you'll sit down more often. And then the last thing is to just be conscious about your practice. Track what you're doing. You know, if you set a goal and then you never track it, most likely because you have no awareness, no consciousness of it, you're not going to keep that habit. So have your meditation journal, at least where you write the days and your thoughts after each meditation, so you can see how many days out of a week you're actually meeting your goal. Any habit, sorry, my camera's running low, so I'm just going to freestyle this. Any habit is hard to form, so just have some self-compassion for yourself and be willing to give yourself a break. I hope these tips help you guys create a habit out of meditation. Please subscribe. I'm really loving building community here on YouTube, and I comment back to every comment, so please comment below, like this video, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. Love you guys. Namaste.